Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Things are not going to get better. Things are not going to work. People are beginning to shed their skins. What must happen is severance needs to be paid. You call it reparations, you call it whatever you want, but people must be allowed to be able to buy a home, have transportation, and be able to have money to sit on a professional's couch. What is happening is the what that's what they call it, domestication. The domestication is wearing off. They know that history was revised. People need truth in history because at the DNA level they know they've been lied to. Things are not going to get better because you came from trauma, you came from incest, you came from having to replenish stock. What you're doing is a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy, and the print of it is degraded, it's fading. People are shedding their skins and they do not recognize themselves. They are beginning to understand that the same establishment that domesticated them after they got what they wanted, they're still there. They never came to trial. They never stood trial. They never paid reparations. You never got a severance. You never got anything. Okay? You were just thrown out there. They were done with you and you were thrown out there. And when you are creating babies, you are bringing in babies from you, and that history of you is going to get worse and worse and worse and worse because you are creating and copying from a copy, a bad copy, a traumatized copy, a copy that is wrinkled, a copy that is torn. You are creating from something that was torn, twisted, faded, domesticated, and then thrown out into the world without any umbrella, no money, no nothing. It was better probably then than now because it was 100% employment then. You're scrambling now, you're not employed now. People are complaining about money issues now, but the monarchies are still there. And you noticed it. You're noticing it. Okay? You know it. You know that while you are crying out because you don't have enough, that the monarchies, the kings, the queens, the prince, the princesses, that you know that they're still there. And you know that anytime they want to, they can come back and do to you what they did to you before because you remain in a situation, in a position of no power. No power. They still have the power, okay? And they're still friendly with the people who have all the power that they will need to back them up. If they don't have all the power that they need, they're friendly with the ones who have the backup systems, okay? And you know that you are in a situation where you have no power. You own nothing. You have no money. So when you begin to realize this, and you're having kids, your DNA knows what's going on, and you're having kids on top of them having kids on top of them having kids. You think things are going to get better? You think things are going to get better? Corin Bailey, sit down. Sit down. Things are not going to get better in the new world because people should have been paid reparations. People should have been paid a huge severance, even if it was overtime. And if it didn't happen then and it hasn't happened now, it ain't ever going to happen. And people are going to see it. Young people are going to see it, whether they think they're seeing something else or they think that they have whatever they're thinking within all the confusion. The DNA of who they are, they know that the domestication is wearing off. They know they're not where they should be in this life, and they are not happy about it. And nothing, no tactics, no nothing is not going to work. It is not going to work, and it should not work. It should not work. I'm going to finish here. I'm just going to leave it at that. It's not going to work because young people are shedding their skins and they're seeing the world for what it is. They can see how rich people live and they know how poor people live, and they're not happy about that. It's your Veronica.